Mesopotamia, 2900 BCE. In the world of ancient Sumeria, everyone had extremely large eyes, so large they took up a third of their face. Proof of this can be seen clearly in these Sumerian votives, which, as everyone knows, artwork is always a literal representation of its source. The ancient people of Sumeria possibly used these votives as religious devotion, a sort of stand-in for themselves, so they could trick their gods into thinking they were in constant worship even when they were at work spinning wool or drinking hallucinogenic wheat beer. And more often than not, the gods would actually believe it. We surely know that's not right. These votives were crafted with large eyes to represent constant wakefulness. They were woke statues. They were used to present constant devotion to their gods. That part is true. I'm not entirely sure the gods believed it, though, considering Sumeria was prone to rise and fall several times before its inevitable extinction. This same trend can be seen throughout the ancient world, assigning features of artistic liberty to supernatural or extraterrestrial origin. Ancient Egypt, 1351, Pharaoh Akhenaten's rule was a fertile breeding ground for innovative and abstract art. He was depicted with a sense of literal realism with chiseled features, a bulging belly, and a large head, which would lead some modern humans with odd hair to believe he came from another world. Although it's a fun idea that ancient aliens ruled over ancient Egypt, the more probable explanation is much more interesting. Akhenaten was a heretic, and that really pissed a lot of people off. He abandoned the worship of the pantheon of Egyptian gods and even moved the capital, serving a complete rebrand of ancient Egypt with monotheistic realness. He had inherited a very rich kingdom, in contrast to the Middle Kingdom, where everyone mostly looked sad and poor. He enjoyed flexing his incredible riz through opulent depictions in art, but his son, Tutankhamun, only lived to be 18, but managed to almost completely undo what his father had done, returning the kingdom to the pantheon of gods and making the art look more normal again. In the few depictions we have of King Tut, he doesn't look messed up at all. His head isn't all jacked up and his waist is snatched. Now, viewing it through a lens that isn't weighed down with hair products and tight pants, was Akhenaten's giant head symbolic of his wealth of wisdom and ability to rule, and his swollen belly a sign of being well-fed and the abundance of his kingdom? Or was he definitely an alien?